Hi everyone and welcome to 16 Figure Focus. You're very welcome to episode number 12, I believe, of The Focus. And obviously we're going to talk about the latest announcements today, because I did not get a chance to make a video today because I was very, very busy. So, how I'm going to start off today's show, I suppose I'm going to address the chat, but if you wouldn't mind playing a little game with me and typing into the chat box your favorite cliche 16 collector phrase. And let me know if you caught my video called Shit Collectors Say that I posted yesterday. It was a lot of fun to make. Okay, so Carlito says, hey, 16 Figure Focus. Hi, Carlito. Hello to all 14 people in the chat. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Me basically saying apologies for the delay. Judy from Texas, how are you today, man? 16 Arts, how are you? Thanks for being here. Ryan Orr, thanks for being here. I believe you got a kick out of that video I put up yesterday. Be honest, it was the most fun video that I've ever made. Even to make it, it was just like, it's very hard to keep a straight face. William Owens, man, the day William Owens isn't here, I'm going to send out a search party. I'm going to get worried. Philip the Fool, I've said it before, I'd say it again. It is humbling when all of these people who I've watched commenting on chats in various different 1/6 scale content creators live stream, and then they come to watch my one. That is humbling, and I do appreciate it. Philip the Fool, hey, what's up, everyone? How are you, man? William Owens, what are the chances of us getting either Iron Man Mark 46 or the Cap? All right, yeah. I presume this is one of the jokes, or what are the chances of us? All right, because they're very limited runs, I think, aren't they? Well, you're probably talking to the wrong man. I'm not entirely sure. I did see some. There was the pieces were limited, but I'm not sure if that's just in Hong Kong or in China or something like that. We have a go. Let's hell all. That's an interesting one. Hello all. So insane one again. Staple in the chat. Shit Collectors Say was hilarious, man. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, I thought we could all use a bit of lighthearted buffoonery at my expense, but we're all guilty. I'm guilty too. I thought it was close enough. Yeah, it's actually I wrote down yesterday in I'm a big fan of that app Google Keep, and I wrote down a load of phrases that were cliche phrases you hear a lot in the 1/6 scale collecting community, and they're the ones I chose. But yeah, I'm gonna do an episode 2. I think there's a little series I might do. We'll wait a while, and we'll definitely drop out an episode 2. I have it. I know the phrase I'm going to use already, but I'm going to let it sit for a while. I don't want to rush it. The Shit Collectors Say video is hilarious. Appreciate that. I wasn't sure. I'm not really a funny person, but I'm proud of that one. I'm not going to lie. It's just if someone else had made the video, I would have laughed at it. Put it that way. That was the funniest video ever. Thanks very much, William Owens. I do appreciate that. I think only collectors will get it, though. It's very niche. 24 people in the chat. Thanks very much for being here. Andreas, IB, hi, how are you? Let's go, future grails. Rip my wallet. We all say them sometimes. There's ones I just don't say. Like the grail word, I just cringe. I don't use it. But there's probably ones that I use that people might cringe for. Love the video. It's funny because it's true. I like let's hell better. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's cool. So FOMO dopo. Yeah, it's funny. Justin Bird says, "My boy, how are you?" Aaron, my brother, how are you doing, man? Thanks for giving me the heads up. I still haven't got around to actually, Aaron, the thing about the collecting community, like, I'll say something like, I really want to find that quarter scale Vader because I don't think Mario's going to sell it to me. Hi, Mario. Module case. But then, like, Ben, the Attention Seeking Geek, linked me one today, but it was a beautiful day in Ireland today. In Ireland, the sun is something we read about in books. So our summer lasts about 3 days, and they're not even together. But we actually look like we're going to get a few good days of weather in a row. So I went out mountain biking today, and it was just spectacular. Like the weather, the scenery, it was just amazing. So I didn't have time to check the really nice Ben the Attention Seeking Geek linked me a reasonably priced quarter scale Vader, and then Clone Collector Aaron knows I'm after a speeder bike. I'm actually after the Mandalorian one, but I haven't got a check to China. So return the Jedi one with the Devil's Workshop, and I must have to check out what the story is because I did a bit of pre-ordering today. I will answer. I'll let you know what I pre-ordered if you're keen later on in the video. Carleo, great work in the video. Thank you very much. Thanks to the 25 people being here. Let's make it a thing. Chuli, module case, Star Wars module case. Thanks, Mario. I appreciate that. Hit the like if you haven't. Thanks, Chuli. Appreciate that. Costa, what is up? Good to see you, man. You are you're like a baller now, man. You are influencing the big guys. Posing with Peter, who did an amazing video. Basically, give you full credit for the help and inspiration to make his own kind of custom module case. That is, I knew you were good before, but now you're rubbing shoulders with the big guys. Cheers, folks. Great to see you, Costa. Thanks for being here. 29 in the chat. Thank you very much. Insane One. Insane One's always here. If I do a live stream, he's not here. I'm going to send it a search party. Leighton Richards. How's it going, Shane? How's it going to you? Hope you're good. Absolute roaster today. Scott, I believe, you're in Ireland. I think we were messaging for you. I believe you're in Ireland. I think you were messaging for you were touring Ireland, I think, last week. Sorry if I'm wrong on that comment, but I'm pretty sure. Benekin, UK, I believe. Have you seen the price of Return to Jedi speeder bike? Yeah, that's the Clone Collector messaged me. All right, that. Stephen S Beam. Stephen is going to be on Visions this Sunday after Collector's Lounge. I'm gonna, before we get started into looking at these new exclusives, as always, I'm going to give you my plan for the live stream. So if you're like, nah, I don't want to stay for that, then I don't want to waste your time, and you can go. But really appreciate if you would stay. And look, 1/6 Collectors. We're all going to talk about what we love. So, no problem, man. Just calling it as I see it. Jonathan King, what's up, Focus? How are you? Brad Costi, do you know when Sideshow will release the Chrome Stormtrooper? I have absolutely no idea. However, there's speculation that these exclusives are going to be pushed out, and that they're going to be kind of like a Marty McFly job. The armor last year, they're going to be pushed out a bit quicker. I'm not 100% sure on that now because, like I said, I literally did no six scale related stuff today. Really, I responded to a few messages, but literally just went out and had a great day and didn't get a chance to make a video, which I'd normally do. But that was totally worth it. It was a great day. But I will make a video pre-order preview on all of these tomorrow. I said I'd go live and said 35 people. Thanks very much for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm up north, mate, in Belfast. Good stuff. Good stuff. I've been to Belfast before, obviously, a few times, but I want to go and really do a tour of the north of Ireland because there's so much to see up there. Some beautiful scenery. I haven't been to the Giant's Causeway, or haven't been to the Game of Thrones tour. It's a bit shameful because there's beautiful coastlines up there as well. Really looking forward to the stealth suit and the second Mark 46. Yeah, we're going to take a look at them, definitely, Stephen. Hey now, folks, happy to be here. What's shaking? Boba Fettuccine. Just can't say it I can keep a straight face. 38 people in the chat. Happy days. Thanks very much. Speeder bike 250 on T-Dubs right now. It's T-dubs, but it's still tempting. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. Return of the Jedi. Yeah, TW pre-order for September. It's not even in stock. Yeah, it's that second batch stuff, I'd say. What it do, crew? What's up, Shane? What's up, Feezy? How are you? Great that you're here. Yeah, the gold San Diego version sold out quickly. Was that the really old gold Stormtrooper they did? That's interesting. They've done some crazy ones. They've done some porcelain ones. And I'm a Trooper collector, but I have no interest in all the chrome ones or the chocolate ones or the vanilla ones or the low-fat ones, or I can't believe it's not a Stormtrooper. I'm pretty much screen accurate Stormtroopers. But that being said, if I went to one of these cons and I was hanging around with some of the content creators and met them in person to mark the occasion, I would definitely do that. Or, as Ben the Attention Seeking Geek pointed out today on Lael's channel, if you had like a detail for a display case with all of the, you know, the specials, the porcelain Stormtrooper, the gold Stormtrooper, the copper, the chocolate, the chrome original clone trooper, the chrome Death Trooper, now the chrome Stormtrooper, that's going to be a pretty nice display. That's a big box to ship from China, even at $250 after conversion tax. Not sure on that one for me. Yeah. Bennikin. I buy Hot Toys for the replica side of it, the stuff I've seen. Yeah, that's me. Like, that's 100% me. That's like, Ben the Attention Seeking Geek summed it up very well on Lael's channel on the corner earlier on. He said, like, these are so expensive that it's like, you know, if you wanted the gimmicky thing, you could go to collect something else, whereas he kind of wants screen accuracy, and I'm 100% behind that. That's the way I see it. But like, maybe if I was actually at a con and I saw one of those, they do look beautiful. Like, come on, that chrome Death Trooper looks amazing. Like, it does look beautiful, but I will never buy into it unless I was physically there and I'll be like, I'm going to get this to mark my experience. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of cool. But each to their own, like, it has to be. We have to have like different opinions and stuff like that. OG fan when Star Wars was just Star Wars. Hello everyone, and hello to you. Love the chrome, reminds me of the old Cylons. Yeah, Battlestar. I've heard Lael talk about them a lot. He's a big fan, and I've heard a few people say that actually. Good stuff. Would you be interested in the Sideshow speeder bike? Not if it was gifted to me. No, I'm sorry. Like, if I wanted to build something, I'd get Lego. Sorry, no disrespect, William Owens, but nah. I've seen that, and I've seen people mess around with it and falling apart and stuff like that. No, it's not for me. But then again, maybe some people can take it and glue it, and maybe it's amazing. Like, not for me. Not for me. I want the Hot Toys one. So is the chocolate chrome trooper different from the copper trooper? I can't find. I thought there was a chocolate one. Sorry, OG fan. I could be way off there. I could be way off. I'm sorry. I thought there was kind of like a dark brown one. Maybe that's the copper one. I think maybe people were nicknaming it the chocolate one. I'm not entirely sure. Sorry if I was misleading there. And the clone collector, again, Mark 46. Guys, the amount of people that either messaged me or commented on the video going, oh, you forgot to say reissue the Mark 46. And like, I had like a 2-part thing done out, and the reissue the Mark 46 wasn't on the first one. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, that would have been too good if I had included it. Like, but yeah, it's just no, I didn't. I've owned the Sideshow speeder. Sorry, but never again. Yeah, the Grievous. I've yet to see something from Sideshow that I'd actually buy in the 6 scale side of things. They do some nice statues and premium format, but I just don't collect statues in the premium formats. I'm not getting in. The chocolate one is the A New Hope Stormtrooper mold. All right. Yeah, I can't do it, William. I can't do it. No, a lot of people refer to the chocolate, and I've heard for. Oh, right. Okay, cool. Hey, Joey. Yeah, if you get a few minutes, folks, check out Collector Joey. I subscribed to him a few weeks back now, and yeah, it's just very easy to listen to. Got some good content. Shane, what's up, my friend? Riley, I want you to type it. Type your phrase, man. Type your phrase. You know the one I'm talking about. You know the one I'm talking about. Great to see you, Riley. We need to stream again soon. Riley, if you want, I can send you a link as well if you're free. Nick's Collectibles. What's ironic is the Mark 45 guy actually is not happy. Isn't it Mark 46 with the new version because it doesn't have a head sculpt? Yeah, you know, the head sculpt, in fairness, that was a strange move, but it's a 2.0, not a reissue, I suppose. There's a chocolate and a copper trooper. Thanks, Carlito, for clarifying that. 45 in the chat, folks. Maybe this is the optimum stream time for me. People in Europe and Ireland and the UK are able to join in. It's not too late. Maybe it's early enough for Americans. All right, really quick, I'm going to address a few more of these chats and then I'll outline what this stream's about. I'm moving away from Marvel, but I like the stealth suit. Yeah, that's how they get you. Seems the Hot Toys are getting into reissues. Yeah, but these ones actually, they are 2.0s. I know people will argue if they're reissues or 2.0s. In my head, like a reissue is basically something that is the exact same, and they actually say reissue on the box. Whereas if you look at the Mark III, it's a 2.0, and it's not just to say 2.0 on the box, but it also, there's adjustments. That Mark III was taller. The paint apps were different and better. I think the head sculpt was better. It had the main difference then was the adjusted height and didn't have like a weird swap out torso piece. So the articulation was better. And then base, obviously. And I thought the head sculpt was really good. Okay, thanks. They were both Choco. Must be very limited. Yeah, bro. I was talking about Let's Go, Riley. I'm talking about Let's Go. Yeah, and Nick's correct with it. There we go, Riley. You got me. Didn't let me down. Let's Go, Mark 46. I've always wanted it. Good stuff. I'm happy for people in the chat who are happy about that 2.0. Mark Mitchell. Hello, Shane. Enjoying your shows. I'm into 150 Hot Toys and going strong. You're like a veteran, Mark. That is hardcore. Thanks for being here, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I think it's the first time I've seen your name in the chat, so thank you. 49 people in the chat. I don't know why people actually want to listen to me, but fair enough. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Right, so we're going to get some housekeeping stuff done. All right, so I'm going to outline the new videos that are up on my channel, as well as outline something that's coming soon and the upcoming lives, and then we're going to talk about the Chrome Trooper stealth suit cap, and of course the Mark 46 even. All right, so right, obviously, look, I'm a YouTube partner now, and just thank you to everyone who made it happen. Thank you to everyone who's watched the videos, liked the videos, subscribed to the channel, anything like that, commented. It doesn't matter. You know who you are. Anyone who's any shape or form helped grow the channel. I got my first super chat in August 1st, and I made an announcement then. It's something that I've been thinking about it for a while, that all the revenue from my channel from August 1st of this year to December 31st, New Year's Eve of this year, once YouTube inevitably takes its cut, all the ad revenue, super chats, super likes, super thanks is going to be donated to a charity of my choice. It's more than likely going to be the Temple Street National Children's Hospital in Ireland and Dublin. Nobody needs a super chat. No one is expected to super chat, but that's what I'm doing from now until the end of the year. And thanks for all the support. So these are just like some of the legends that have super chatted so far. Again, for a good cause. You just have my word on that. Ben Thomas, Aaron Logan, Be Real, Dan Griffin, Clone Collector, Tremble Dust, Oliver Pilgrim. These generous people. Dan Griffin, John King, Boba Fettuccine. I just have to laugh at it. Funky Cold, Sanda, Keith, The Six Scale Padawan, Andreas, IB, Brandon Salad. It's Popsick, Jonathan King, Chewy's, Bandolier, Noni, M, Figurassic Park, Empire Strikes Again. And yeah, and I actually have to update that as well. I'll update it for the last stream. If you haven't subscribed already, maybe you'll consider it. And turn on the bell notification so you don't miss a video. So these are some of the videos that are currently live on my channel. They're new. They've gone up in the last week. I've started this playlist called 10 Things I Love About. And the first one was 10 Things I Love About the Dark Knight. The second thing is 10 Things I Love About MCU specifically. And what I'm going to do is, like, it might be like 10 Things I Love About, the DX19, or 10 Things I Love About a quarter scale Vader if I get it, or whatever. It can be anything. And it's just basically just outlining things I like about these things that I like. So that's up there. If you haven't checked it out, maybe you would like to. So the next video then, so I just want to tag this here. There we go. The next video, woof, Warriors of Future. This came out of nowhere, but I outlined my thoughts, and obviously pre-order preview gives you the details of how much it is, the release date, where they're from. I had to work that out myself because I didn't know anything about these, and my thoughts on these two pieces. They look good. That's also live on the channel. Will we have a look at this? I haven't actually, I can't upload it, but I have a way of sharing it here. Will we have a look at this? Could you give me a thumbs up in the chat if you would like to take a quick look at this video? Maybe you haven't seen it already, or maybe you just want to watch it again. Anyone up for a laugh? Watch this video. Just going to have a look at the chat and see if anyone. They could possibly do a Mark 46 2.0 in future with a Headsculpt. You never know. It's an Iron Man Iron. Hot Toys are genius right now. When most are losing interest in Marvel, they release, pulls me back in. Yeah, it's like that. The Sopranos, just when they thought it was out, they put me back in. You know, sorry, Godfather, and then it was parodied or referenced in Sopranos. After watching Sideshow streams earlier, I think I actually like the Venomized Iron Man. I was converted. Has Sideshow put Stealth Cap up? I couldn't find it earlier on, but unless it's gone up in the last few minutes, possibly. Thanks very much, Boba Fettuccine. I think it's I do really appreciate it. It's basically the community made it happen. Ryan, excellent. Thanks for the clap. I appreciate that. Very generous. Well, it's kind of, in fairness, it's not my money. If you think about it, it's the community's money. So the community are being generous. I'm more like forfeiting it. But hey, man, it's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to making it doing a live stream in like January and going, look, this is how much we raised. Yeah. So great cause, man. Yeah, I think so. I'm very lucky. I'm lucky. And I just want to express gratitude to the collecting community and people that may need a bit of help. Feed the algorithm, leave a like and subscribe to 16 Figure Folks if you haven't. Do appreciate that. And Costa again. That was funny. Okay, look, we got a few thumbs up in the chats here. I'll see if I can share this properly. So, do we have the video file? I believe I do. Okay. And welcome to 16 Figure Focus, and this video is called Collectors Say. Let's go. Yeah, I really don't pre-order anymore. Dopo. Toys Wonderland. Let's go. I hate reissues. I really hope they reissue it. Dopo. Toys Wonderland. I'm never going to buy from Toys Wonderland ever again. Trooper sale, $100. I only collect Star Wars. I only collect Marvel. I only collect DC. No one says that. Dopo! Oh my god, the price of details have got so expensive. Module case. Let's go! Oh, rip my wallet. I won it in a competition. I promise. The head sculpt is really off. The head sculpt's amazing. It's a grail. It's a grail. It's a grail. It's a grail. Oh, Hot Toys are getting so expensive. Dopo! I've no space left. Module case. Oh, another Iron Man. Yes, another Iron Man! Where's Mace Windu? Come on, Howard. The wife is gonna kill me. But honey, I won it in a competition. I swear. Dopo. Have you seen the in-art Joker? Toys Wonderland. I'll never buy a statue. I always said I'd never buy statues, but now I buy statues. Okay, folks, that's the end of the video. Just want to do some... yeah, so thanks for indulging me on that. I think like people getting back to me said they thought it was funny, so I'm not a particularly funny person, so I do appreciate that. I really do appreciate the feedback, folks. So yeah, that's up there live for your viewing pleasure. I've decided it's episode 1 of a string of a series I'm going to do called Shit Collectors Say. Coming soon. I'm not going to tell you anything about this. I've mentioned a few times in the live stream. A short video is going to go up in the live stream. A short video is going to be posted within the next few days. If you're a 6 scale collector, check it out. I think it'll be interesting. Visions, episode number 22 is this Thursday with Brian Fontaine. Brian Fontaine from the 6 Scale Scavengers. That's this Thursday. It's actually midnight on Friday, my time, so it's like 00, midnight, late Thursday night, basically, start of Friday, my time. And it's scheduled there if you want to check your time. Posing with Peter is on Friday. No, I know this one. It's Friday. This Friday coming. It's 1 p.m. West Coast. He's on the West Coast. Really looking forward to that. And S-Beam, Stephen, is going to be joining me. This is after Collector's Lounge on Lael's channel. Lael's channel is like the Collector's Lounge starts at 12 p.m. New York time. So this episode of Visions will start about 2:30 p.m. this Sunday. And I think that's all she wrote. Yeah, we're not talking about in art today. Good stuff. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get the... All right, so I'll get this up here and really quickly address the chat before we have a look at this. So, right. So Jonathan King, that was funny. I appreciate that, Jonathan. I am desperate at putting my banner on the bottom. I always forget until like halfway through the stream. Insane One gets a thumbs up. Aaron says, click play. Bob Fettuccini, the 10 things I love about videos. The 10 things I love about 10 things I love about videos. Thanks, Costa. Appreciate that. Blue Tattoo, videos hilarious. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm definitely doing a follow up. Philip the Fool, I appreciate you being here. No one is obliged to super chat. I'm not going to explain it again where the money is going. It is to a good cause. I think everyone knows at this stage, so I really appreciate that. It's very generous. No one is obliged to do that. I do appreciate support, and it will be going to a good cause. Happy to contribute to the good cause. Congrats on all your success, Shane. I appreciate that, Philip. I really do. I've watched you comment on live streams long before I had a YouTube channel, so that's very much appreciated. Thanks for the thumbs up, Brad. Stephen Harvey, I'm new to your channel, but try to catch all of your videos again. Man, that's serious dedication, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, Stefan. Eddie Rage is here with the thumbs up. Julie, we've got a Violent Violet. That's a cool name. Scott McDowell with the thumbs up. I heard Hot Toys had the rights to do Lord of the Rings. I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest. I know InArt do, and I think is it Asmus have them, but I don't know about Hot Toys. Congratulations on 1K subs. Thanks for keeping it real. I do my best. OG fan, I really do appreciate that $2 super chat. It's going to a good cause. Thank you, man. Brilliant. Kinky Sphincter says, the faces you made in the video. That's funny. Yeah, there was... yeah, I didn't even think my face could actually move in that way. Congratulations on the 1,000. Thanks very much. I do appreciate that. Best intro of all time. Let's go. John and King, it's the laugh faces. Will never get old. When it starts to get old, I'll do episode 2. Rip my wallet. Yeah, we've all said them. It's a grail. Forks are kind of grails, they're handy. They keep you alive and prevent starvation. Summed up all our streams in a matter of minutes. Where do we go from here? I think I should just quit, yeah. And laugh my bum off. This was hilarious. For the fool. Blue Tattoo says, awesome. Write reviews. Thank you. That deserves some money. Hilarious content. Man, thanks very much. You don't have to do that, man. I really do appreciate that. And like I said, going to a good cause. Thanks, Riley. Let's go. Or bro. Yeah. Thanks very much. So I call all my crap grails, including my comics. Yeah, but you know what's and stuff. A lot of times we buy these things and it's hard to like pick a favorite, whatever. Rip my wallet and my wife's gonna kill me are so overused. But it's a thing though. It's a thing. The Chrome Trooper is stunning, canon or not. Yeah, I can't disagree with you there, man. You are right. It does look stunning. It's not for me, but it does look stunning. Happy to do it, Shane. Man, no problem. I really do appreciate it. Brandon, how are you? You're just in time, Brandon. We're just going to get stuck into having a look at this. Let me know what you think about this in the chat. So what you have here is obviously, Star Wars Stormtrooper. Just your basic, straight up and down Stormtrooper like you would see in original Trilogy or Rogue One or Mandalorian. It's not like a incinerator trooper, ketchup, mustard, or anything like that. It's just your regular trooper, but it's chromed. And it's a Hot Toys exclusive. So, I don't know. It's just, what does this even mean? Does this mean it's only going to be, I've heard it's limited, but then I've heard people say that, no, the numbers that were quoted, I saw some numbers on, I don't know what Facebook group it was, but something popped up there saying it was limited. And I give the numbers of the Mark 46 and the Stealth Suit Cap, and of course, the Chrome Stormtrooper, but then someone said no, they're only the numbers that China are getting, and that it won't be numbered or limited or whatever. Pretty sure we know they won't be numbered anyway. I'd like to see Hot Toys do a numbered release, just like, I don't know, pick a Vader or something, do 1,000. I probably wouldn't get it, like, because that's not how I collect, but I just get the popcorn and watch. Yeah, look, this, come on, it's a Stormtrooper. I think the original Stormtrooper is, I'm a trooper collector. Like, you know, I've got this Shore Trooper Grunt, the Squad Leader Shore Trooper, the original Shore Trooper. I've got ketchup, I've got mustard, I've got the original Trilogy Stormtrooper, and I always go back to the original Trilogy Stormtrooper. Like, if I had to get a cosplay, like one of the armors, I'd want the original Trilogy straight up and down, just shiny trooper outfit. But it's, if I had to get rid of all my troopers, and I would still keep one, and that'd be the original Trilogy white Stormtrooper. It mightn't be the best figure. I think the Shore Trooper is probably better design, or maybe even the Death Trooper. And I'm a sucker for the Remnant Trooper. I've got the Remnant Trooper and I just love it. I know it's just a weathered up trooper, but it's battle damage. Like, that's not even battle damage, it's weathered. I like the dirt and the detail on it because it brings it to life more. That's what I'm saying. I have no prices for this. I'm guessing it's around the, 300 quid. How much were the Chrome Troopers? The other Chrome Troopers. I'm going to check that out really, really quickly. Actually, will it even be there? 1 second. I'm on Sideshow here for a second. I just want to check up how much they were. These are the Chrome Troopers that are causing hassle. The ones that Sideshow started charging people without actually letting people know. Yeah, so the Clone Trooper, the Chrome one from, was it Star Wars Celebrations, 275. So I'm guessing these bad boys are around 275, because that's what the Chrome Clone Trooper, that's a bit of a tongue twister, was. I like the look of it. It's a trooper and it's shiny. I mean, come on, like it's what's not to like? It'll look classy on the shelf, but I think I will reserve things like this for if I'm actually at a convention and I meet some content creators and I have memories from that convention and I want to mark that. But in terms of collecting these, for me, I'm staying in my lane, and my lane is the trooper on-screen accuracy. But this is beautiful. What does it come with? It comes with a bunch of hands. Shocker. A base that I won't use. I do like this base. I just like the Imperial symbol. That's pretty cool. I see people getting tattoos of this a lot. It looks kind of cool. You have the two different variations of blasters, and obviously it's chromed up and shiny. So I'm going to address the chat because I want to know what you think of it. I'm far behind in this chat. I'm not too far behind. Sorry for Stephen is pronounced like Stefan. So, sorry for S-Beam. Stephen is pronounced like Stefan. So does that mean S-Beam, his name is pronounced Stefan? Please correct me. Like I do want to get these things right. It's kind of like my pet hate people. Like Americans are very guilty of it. I'll be in America and they'll say, "What's your name?" and I'll say Shane, and they go, "Oh, nice to meet you, Sean." And it's like, I just told you my name. But yeah, so just if I pronounce your handle or your name wrong, just spell it phonetically because I'd like to get it right. Blue tattoo, yeah, we addressed that. Shiny. Well, this is your day. It's a Chrome Trooper. This is literally just Captain Phasma with a lower pay grade and less benefits. Lower pay grade and less benefits. I'm with you. Yeah. Philip the Fool looks great, but not for me. This is exactly where I'm at. Like there's so much stuff. I've said it on multiple different streams before. I have to collect what I love, because if I collect everything I like, everything that look cool, I'll be broke and I'll have no space. It's that simple. So I need to stay in my lane. Now, there's another thing you're going to hear in Shit Collectors Say Volume 2. Stay in your lane, because that's free advice. We all need to stay in our lane sometimes. I'm a simple man. I like troopers and I happen to like shiny things. Yeah, can't argue with you. That would be something. It means you have to go through Sideshow if they're released outside of China. Go through Sideshow if... Alright, so is it a Sideshow exclusive then, Costa? Because I mean, the Mark 6 on my shelf behind me is obviously a Hot Toys diecast, but it's like the Sideshow special edition, and I got the one with the actual little special edition part because it was an Iron Man helmet that lit up blue. It was actually beautiful. But yeah, I've heard about them. But the thing is, resellers, and I'm not even talking just about T-Dubs or Devil's Workshop. Other resellers are still getting these exclusives. Like for example, I did actually pre-order stuff today because my pre-order list is shrinking, which is fantastic because it means I'm paying things off. Super. It's like having a clear credit card. But my wish list, the figures that I'm going to get that I haven't ordered yet, is getting longer and longer. So I'm like, okay, I need to prioritize all these and pick off my top 3 and get some sort of payments done on them so I don't get stung when a bunch of things arrive on the one day or week or whatever. So I went with Lion Rock Toys and I ordered the Darth Vader from Kenobi. And what version did I get? I got the deluxe one. I didn't get the special part. I don't need the Inquisitor hologram. I won't use it. No, just no interest. I got the Mark III, and for that I did get the special part because you could just pose him if you wanted, showing that fantastic head sculpt off and the crushed up Mark III helmet on the ground, because at the end of Iron Man, the Ironmonger took off the helmet and crushed it up, so that would make sense. And I also ordered the Toby because I'm going to get integrated Toby and Andrew, but I ordered the Toby, the regular version. I don't need the base. Now I went with Lion Rock Toys because I'm going to do a review video on the 3 of them when I get there, so they give me a special price. So that's fair enough. I bring them my best price because I don't want to be tied to any particular company. I want to be a free agent. I want to be like, that's what I do. I check, I see what I want, and then I check the price on Sideshow, on T-Dubs, on Toys Buying Agent, on Lion Rock Toys, and whatever. Well, not Lion Rock Toys. I leave them to last. And I come and bring them, this is what I want, this is the best price I can get it for. Can you beat that? And we kind of have like a gentleman's agreement. And then when they beat it, if they can, then I do a review video. And I'm quite happy to do that. But I just want to be kind of transparent on that, because not that I have to tell anyone that, but I just like keeping things above board. But I'm happy to do the videos because I love doing the videos, and it works out good for them. They get some advertising, and they're a good company as well. Some veterans in the community who I respect kind of got me onto them, and yeah, So happy days. But I actually pre-ordered 3 of them. But my point is that they had those pieces, like, they could get me those pieces with the, those exclusive editions, the Mark III helmet and stuff like that. And maybe this is different. Maybe it is a Sideshow exclusive and you can't get it anywhere else. But Costa, you could very well be right. I'm just trying to work out, like, if that's the case, I shouldn't see this for sale anywhere else. You know what I mean? Good for Health says hello or Ayo. That's my assumption. Okay, Peter, how are you doing today? Peter, we got to get you on an episode of Visions if you're happy enough to come on. Chuli, for those who missed out on the Chrome clone, this is enticing, yeah. But didn't Sideshow like just dip their hands into people's bank accounts there during the week or something and take their money without actually giving them the emails that they've been giving us to years? By the way, this item will be charging soon. Get your affairs in order. Just no, yoink. Now, if the Devil's Workshop did that, I'm sure everyone would be talking about it. But no company's perfect. I've yet to hear people say a bad word, though, about Toys Buying Agent. And I've also yet to hear a bad word about Lion Rock Toys. So, yeah, again, buy from whoever you want. It's none of my business, because I'm not going to go to your place of work and work 9 to 5 Monday to Friday for you. You got to take ownership of your own stuff. 52 people in the chat. When did that happen? I looked, it was like 38, now there's 52, and I'm not complaining. Thank you. S-Beam, this one will go nice with the bronze gold. You know what? You're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. I just imagine a cabinet with all the exclusives. This one, the Clone Trooper, the Chrome Death Trooper, the bronze, the chocolate, the porcelain, the gold, the copper. Like, that would look pretty cool. Scott, I'd be worried if I got this, I'd start looking for copper gold. I'd say that'd be expensive. Backtrack. But then again, I haven't Googled the price of them or eBayed the price of them because I'm not interested in them. So I don't know. I'd imagine they're expensive. Working backwards always is. I'm focused, unless you want sequel stuff, that's pretty much cheap. I'm focusing on Clone Wars, so pass. I'm actually a bit scared for you, Jonathan. Clone Wars, man, like, there's so much cool looking stuff up there, and I haven't finished the series, and I'm a bit scared to finish the series, because then if I get sucked into that rabbit hole, I don't think I will, though. I'm gonna again stay in my lane in this, but I'll say a prayer for you, Jonathan. Boba Fettuccine, Chrome Dome Trooper looks great. I'll be getting this one for sure. Yeah, I wouldn't blame you. They do look cool. On behalf of all Americans, I'm sorry, Shane. You know, it'd be funny, man, if you had said, on behalf of all Americans, I'm sorry, Sean. I would have seen the humor in it. Myself and Graham from the Jedi Knights Watch, he calls me Sean sometimes, and I call him Grant, just kind of a joke. Like, Ralph says, wouldn't you love a rescue cap? A rescue cap. I'm drawing a blank. A rescue cap. Name the film and then I'll think of a suit. I can't remember. Oh, Rescue. Sorry. That's from Captain America, the first one, when he goes and rescues all the prisoners of war, isn't it? To be honest, I have one Captain America and it's the Endgame, and that's me done. That's the one that I really wanted, and it comes with the Mjolnir and the broken shield and the regular shield. That's the one for me, and I'm happy with that. Agree on staying in the lane. The only reason I'm going for this trooper is mainly because I don't have many Star Wars figures, so this piece will sit alone. Yeah, that's fair. Again, and you have a vision for your collection. That's what you need. Blue tattoo. Yes, Stephen is pronounced like Stefan because of the fan at the end. That's interesting because I have some friends and they spell their name Stephen, S-T-E-V-A-N. Okay, Stephen. But then I have some friends and they spell their name S-T-E-P-H-A-N. And it's still, we still say Stephen, as in that's how they tell me to pronounce it. But it does make more sense because of the PH to pronounce it phonetically, or to pronounce it like photo. I think Jeddah said he'll be able to get them on Pop Collectibles. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking, which is a reseller like Toys Wonderland. and is maybe it's all good. That's an interesting point you say there, Shiny, because I'm not going to talk about that whole letter thing, but it was interesting. My initial reaction was like, all right, this isn't really news. And then the second thing I noticed was, okay, how come this letter is like kind of directed at Toys Wonderland? What about like all the other companies that sell these figures too? Like, you know, like the ones we spoke about already, Pop Collectibles, KG Hobby, Lion Rock Toys, Tim Cent or Toys Buying Agent. Why weren't they included? Did they not get a memo as well? I did think that was a bit strange, but I also don't care. Sorry, Sean, I mean Shane. Yeah, now you're catching on, Brad. I like that. Resellers have to get them at Hot Toys in person like they do all other figures. So resellers have to get them at Hot Toys in person. Ah, right, like all other figures. Yeah, that was my understanding of it. Yeah. I'm getting a lesson in the pronunciation of Stephen. Peter, yeah, we'll talk. We'll definitely be great to have you on here. I think I only need one of these troopers. Toys Buying Agent and Lion Rock Toys suck. Now you've heard a bad word about it. Could you elaborate on that, Shiny? Are they? Have you had bad experience with them, or are you only joking? I am interested. Brad Costi says, and the chrome will pop. Yeah, it is true. Inside China, resellers get the exclusives from Hot Toys. Okay, so outside of China, the exclusive will only be available. All right, that makes sense. Thanks, Costa. I appreciate that. I'm with you. Would only pick this one up for the personal connection memory, hoping we get an exclusive. Yeah, I'm going to Star Wars Celebration in London. I only have tickets for the Friday, though. I'm looking for a ticket for the Saturday because I have accommodation booked. Missed opportunity. I hope we see those Attack of the Clone Wave. Oh, we're going to. Yeah, they are coming. I have actually my sources. My sources tell me they're coming. My sources. You got to pay attention to this, folks. My source was the guy who sold me that beer earlier on, and he said they're coming for the 40th anniversary of Attack of the Clones. They're definitely coming, Riley. Yeah, Riley, you're dead right. It's like you're absolutely right. Where, they made the announcement, but yet they're not here. It's like, come on, but I don't know. Surely Mace Windu is included in that second wave. Where's Mace Windu? Vision is in stock at Sideshow. Yeah, I saw that. I think Cam's Collection shared that with me. The letter didn't address the legally distinct the legally distinct comic Centaurum either. I think it's just maybe Toys One. Yeah, that could be it. Shiny, you mentioned there. All right, sorry. As for Lion Rock Toys and Toys Buying Agent, I haven't used them. Lol, just I thought so because, I just hear I've used Toys Buying Agent before, and I just find them quick and efficient and good communication and everything, and everyone raves about them, and they are very good, I have to say. And I feel the same about Lion Rock Toys. Yeah, that's another thing about not having a contract with a company that you're doing reviews for. You can just, if they turn bad, you can go, no, sorry folks, can't stand behind that. Nope. The letter didn't address went to that. So yes, I need a rescue cap from First Avenger. I'd even get the Star Spangled Man with a plan. Oh yeah, great movie. You know what? I was never a Cap fan, and then I watched the movies. Sorry, that sounds a bit strange. Obviously, I knew who Captain America was long before the movies came out, but I really wasn't familiar with the source material. And those movies, even the first one is fantastic. The second one, third one, I think they're some of the best MCU movies out there. But I really liked the first one. I really like how he was brought into the army, and he was basically like a puppet to kind of advertise and sell bullets and stuff like that. And I liked how he has this kind of constant it's like a wrestle going on in his mind, whether to follow orders or when it's not appropriate to follow orders. And I think that's really interesting in the character. I don't think the other resellers are as big as Toys Wonderland. They are all, they are the most well-known bunch. Yeah, true. But they definitely don't have the best rep. And I still buy from them. $100 troopers. Grand, cool. I'm with you. I really enjoyed the first Avengers. It really made me a fan. Yeah. Stealth suit looks good. Yeah, we're about to go on to that stealth suit. I just want to continue with this here. All right. So yeah, I think I've said everything I want to say. It's obviously a pass for me, but it looks stunning. No question. It's a trooper. It's the original trooper. It looks stunning. There's no question whatsoever that this looks good. 48 in the chat. Thank you very much for being here. If you haven't liked and subscribed already, I really would appreciate if you would consider it. If you like the content. If you don't like the content, that's cool. Where is this next part? Sorry, I just want to change this. Okay, I'll let you decide. What do you want to look at next? The Mark 46 2.0 or the cap? First comment after Nick's Collectibles gets it. So you're going to decide what we look at next. The Mark 46 2.0 or the stealth suit cap. So Nick's Collectibles comment is up here. So next comment that flicks up there decides it. Jonathan King is next. So he wants the cap. Okay, so we have cap. Peter says cap. A mate for Phasma. Yeah, I can see that as well. And reissue Mark 46. It's a 2.0, I'd say, though, if being all honesty, but I see what you did there. Yeah. Got to reissue the Mark 46. Okay. All right, we'll take a look at the cap. I think I'd cap first. First impressions is that it looks good. And I need to add that to the stream. Okay, so this is, interestingly, Captain America's stealth suit from Avengers Endgame. Now, be honest. I want people to be honest. There's 54 in the chat. Be honest. When you saw it branded Endgame and stealth suit, were you like, the stealth suit wasn't in Endgame? I'm going to put my hands up and say, that's exactly what I thought. And then on reading the description, realized, all right, that's the suit he was wearing when they went to get Thanos at the start of Endgame. Gotcha. I did not realize that because it happened so fast. And I genuinely thought it was the same suit he had at the end because obviously my attention to detail wasn't working that day. Okay, I'm just going to flick through some of these comments. Interesting to see what people say on that. 12-inch Moose Stream, how are you? Stealth Iron Cap 46. Stealth Iron Cap 46 2.0. What color is Cap? The navy blue, Superman blue, midnight. I think it's like a dark navy blue. I'm ready for the Mark II reissue. Yeah, it's going to happen. Mark 46 unveiling, yeah. Apparently the Mark 46 guy isn't happy about it because it doesn't have a head sculpt. I thought he'd be like Joao from Joao Big Brother sent me this like screenshot today of Thanos just sitting at the end of Infinity War, and I was like, what's this? And he said, that's the Mark 46 guy sitting, resting and enjoying the rest of his life after his work is done. I thought that was hilarious. Riley, thanks for your honesty. My hands are up too. It does look great. It's a very clean look for him. That's what I thought also. Thanks, Dan, for your honesty. Yep, I thought the same. Totally missed it. I completely missed it. It happened very fast. It was only on screen briefly. I think we can all be forgiven, but guess they lost the license maybe. So on the Endgame gravy train, I don't know. I think they're wise to... They're trying to keep all the collectors happy. They know that if they do straight reissues, that's very unpopular and it's a touchy subject with a lot of the community. I personally don't care. But if they do a 2.0 and they improve articulation and paint apps, cut and sew, they give you something a bit different, then less people complain. And I think that's fair, because at the end of the day, they're a company and they want to make money. None of these are numbered pieces. So they're not just going to do the character once and never do it again in that suit because, you know, they're a company, they want to make money. It's fitting that the movie is called Endgame because the Hot Toys name will never end. It is ironic, yeah. This is going to come out before Loki. Well, will it? You never know. I think if these exclusives are the ones they push out, you never know. I don't know what the story is with them. Are these the Marty McFlys and the armorers that get pushed out quicker? I'm not sure. Just wish this had the red line up the side of the pants like the comic book version. Yeah, but I suppose, Peter, like they have to be screen accurate, because if they didn't, there'd be people saying, where did that red line come from? So I suppose they have to keep it screen accurate. I think a lot of people would like if they continue the comic Iron Mans are doing. If they do like, say, comic book Thor, comic book Cap, Hulk, that's what I think a lot of people, diehard comic book fans, would like. I knew it was an Endgame, but I was shocked they chose to market it as Endgame and not Winter Soldier. Yeah, it's a fair point. I would love to see Infinity War Cap 2.0. Infinity War Cap, the kind of nomad Cap. He's pretty easy to get. Odds this Cap is released for Endgame Loki. Yeah, this is what I was thinking about it. I missed it also initially, thought it was from Winter Soldier, but but noticed the Infinity Gauntlet. Yeah, and he didn't ever carry the Infinity Gauntlet, I don't think. They chopped off his hand, and at that stage the Infinity Gauntlet was mangled. So we'll take a look at him. Right, take a look at some of these photos. First impressions, it looks really good. Shield looks good. Outfit looks good. This is a lot of people's favorite version. Mine's still the Endgame version, but I can see why people like this. Yeah, it's a cool looking suit. Yeah. What I love about the Endgame one as well, the shield is pretty dirty and messed up looking. It has like bits of dust and mud on it and stuff. And only when you take the photo really close up, you kind of, or even just look at it really close up, it just looks really well. Yeah, this looks good. Now here, it's fairly mangled. I just can't remember a clip where he picked it up. I would totally display it like this though. I would display it like this. I would use it anyway. It doesn't, yeah, it's not necessarily screen accurate. I don't think it is anyway, but I would definitely display it like this. Yeah, look, it's a great looking version of Cap. The head sculpt is the same as the Endgame. This, because the Endgame one, the Endgame sculpt looks, I think, better than this. And I'm looking at this here now, and it kind of reminds me a little bit of the prototype images for the Endgame Cap that went up on Sideshow. And then obviously the final product was better. Looks good in the mask. It's kind of an awkward looking pose there. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. That looks like he's kind of standing to fight George St. Pierre's character. That's cool. That's a simple character pose. I like that. That's cool too. I'm going to ask Posing with Peter, like, you know, I've got so much to ask him about his posing skills. I can imagine him doing this and just like using these little hacks just to make it look like the shield is levitating there after being flung by Cap. This is pretty cool. Even that pose, so simple, just good. I like the way the shield's on the back. Yeah, head sculpt looks good. The head sculpt's not blowing me away though. He's a younger guy. They tend to struggle with younger guys. It's not bad, but it's not like It's not like that Tobey Maguire one. That Tobey Maguire one's fantastic. It's an easy pass for me, folks. You know it's an easy pass for me. I have one cap. It's the Endgame cap. Broken shield, regular shield, from the movie where he actually finally says Avengers Assemble, from a fantastic series of movies, his last movie. Like, this is really good, but I don't think I'm ever going to buy another Captain America ever again. What does he come with? The Chris Evans head sculpt. I'm not gone on this head sculpt though. It's not bad, but I still think like the one I have on my shelf here just looks better. Looks better in the cowl than out of the cowl, but that's probably to be expected. You have the little Peggy Carter, like, is it a compass and then, you know, her face in it. I like the design in this base. I wouldn't use it though. They're showing the boots. It's not an accessory. The gauntlet doesn't come with that much, really, if you think about it. That's another thing. Like I mean, Endgame cap, broken shield, regular shield, the fragments of the broken shield, Mjolnir, and then it still comes with everything here apart from the gauntlet. Really, like, yeah. Look, it's a pass for me, but I can completely understand why people would want to get this. He just should have the shield if it's from Endgame. Yeah. Shiny says, oh no, it's Riley says, shiny and has a laughing face. I shouldn't have. He didn't have it at this point in the movie. Yeah, I would agree with you. Banter Boy says, don't matter how long something is shown on screen, if it shows up for a split second, there is a chance. And you know what? That's a good thing when you really, really like stuff that's only there for like a split second, like a droid or something like that. Love the cause, keep her lit. Brilliant. Thanks, I really appreciate that. That is very, very generous. I appreciate that. Like, all these things like add up. I'm actually really excited about it because like I explained on previous shows, I won't bore you, but like you know, during the pandemic, I didn't lose anyone. I know not everyone was that not everyone was that lucky, like, you know, and I have gratitude for that. And I didn't lose my job. Not everyone was that lucky. I have gratitude for that. So that's the whole story. I'm giving all the funds to a children's charity in January. So from now until the 31st of this month, get some funds raised for charity. Slap some glass on this figure and he could pass for Shane. Yeah, okay. It's the best compliment I've ever got, but I don't believe you for a second. So Dan, dude, beer money coming at you. Dan, it's going to go to charity. You know what? If you want to give me a $5 in the new year, I'll definitely take it. But look, it's going to Temple Street Children's Hospital, which is the national hospital in Children's Hospital in Dublin. I actually have to. I think there's two. There's Crumlin as well. I've made donations to Crumlin before. They usually have links on their site. I'm pretty sure Crumlin does, but I'll suss it out. Cap we've looked at, yeah. So thanks very much to Dan Dude for the 2 super chats. All right, brilliant, good stuff. Thank you. Ralph says Cap may have picked it up briefly. Yeah, yeah. And you know what? It's another accessory. I'm not going to complain. Like, yeah, I think that's where I'm not, or it could have been like a cutscene even, like. Nick's Collectibles, same head sculpt. I think it is. I think it's the same. It looks very like the prototype images for Endgame cap. No, he never picked it up. I thought the same thing. These photos don't do the head sculpt justice. Yeah, like I have the Endgame cap in hand. It's better. This suit originally came from the comics. Bucky was Cap at the time, and Steve took a backseat and led a covert team of Avengers, Secret Avengers, and just thought that Secret Avengers could possibly come into the MCU in Secret War. Jonathan King, massively appreciate that super chat. It's very, very generous of you. Greatly appreciate it. And like I says, you know it's going to a good cause. So thank you very much, Jonathan King. And thanks for being here and thanks for commenting and engaging. Maybe a deleted scene, possibly. I'd say like Endgame is a 3-hour movie. They probably shot like days of footage. Can't wait for posing with Peter episode. He is an absolute posing ninja. Have you seen his video on the custom shelves? They look like module cases, but they're for a fraction of the price, and he did them himself, similar to what Costa does. Like, and he actually shouts out Costa in the video for the help. I'm glad they reissued this suit. Proportion looks better. Yeah, I'd agree with you there. I definitely agree with you there. Joker J. Pardon. Don't need any more caps unless the comic line need those pirate boots. Yeah, I think a lot of people, diehard comic book fans, would be delighted for that. No, I don't think sick kids and beer definitely mixes, but I'm getting your humor now, Shiny. I'm getting your humor. What does Hot Toys exclusive mean? Any idea? I got a better question. What does DX really mean? It's hard to tell anymore. Yeah, it's basically you won't be able to get them unless you're going with Sideshow, or if you're actually in Hong Kong, I think, as Costa pointed out earlier on. X-Man Supreme, thank you so much for the $19.99 super chat. It's for a good cause. Hey, he says. And I've also noticed that you have been watching my videos and commenting on my videos, so that support is basically invaluable to YouTubers, and particularly to myself. Thank you very much. It hasn't gone unnoticed, and I really do appreciate you. Thank you. Mike, and I need to get this right now. Mike Fayella. Pretty sure I've got that right with the exclamation marks. If Mike Fayella is ever in the chat and doesn't have exclamation marks, you know it's probably not him. What's going on, Focus? I thought I was done collecting cap figures, and Hot Toys had to drop this. You know, the temptation. Do you have many? Do you really need this? Could it go to something better? Only you can decide. Okay, so we're up to date with the chat. Thanks very much for the super chats, folks. Really do appreciate it. You don't have to do that, but it is greatly appreciated. Okay, 49 in the chat. Really appreciate if you hit the like button. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, maybe you'll consider it if you like the content. Right, so we're going to check out. The last one. This is a pass for me as well, because I have the cap I want, and again, just have to. There's going to be a wave of stuff coming. I made 3 pre-orders today. I'm also going to, after the stream, take a look at the that speeder bike that was linked to me by a few people today, including the Clone Collector. So no, this is a pass for me. I have the caps that I need. So the last one, the Mark 46, that was a 2.0 Captain America anyway. So it's not the exact same. It's not a straight reissue. Now, the one that everyone caused a stir. Okay. So the Mark 46 2.0. Like, literally after I put up that Stuff Collectors Say video, like Dan and Dre from 6 Scale Reviews commented on it going, oh, you should have said reissue the Mark 46, and they're right. It's just been funny if I had done that, and then like that conversation took place last night, and then bang, they reissued the Mark 46, which is just quite funny. Okay, we're going to take a look at this because, yeah, it looks good. It's not something I'm going to get, spoiler alert, because right now I think I've pretty much set for the Iron Man's bar that Mark 3. I have the quarter scale Mark 3, Battle Damage 85, Mark 6, which was my favorite, and the Mark 47, which I believe is basically this with a different paint job. And I really like the gunmetal. I've always liked gunmetal. So this is not a straight reissue. They have made some improvements. I think the base is one of the most notable ones. It also doesn't have a head sculpt, I believe, which is strange. I'm actually going to try and... yeah, I want to start off here. So, the Mark 46, as seen in Captain America Civil War. So you have the Mark 46 diecast, obviously, it says diecast down here. You have the base, which is just like, can't quite tell what it is now at the moment. I presume it's the inside of that building where they have the final face-off, himself and Tony, I would imagine. Or sorry, himself and Cap. So you have some of these opening flaps at the back. You have a swap-out battle-damaged arc reactor with basically the damage that the shield did. You've got some like kind of opening missile pods here. I love all the Iron Man figures. They have these little panels that open up to reveal like the weapons and stuff like that. Like that Mark 6, like you have like weapons that come from the shoulders, weapons that like 4 different swap up parts for each arm. It's just amazing. Like it's just cool. So you have the arc reactor. You can lift the actual panel off, obviously, if you want to swap between the clean version and the battle damage version. You've got some kind of like thruster effects. They look like blast effects. I think they're from like, they probably go onto the feet, I'd imagine. So do you get a flight stand? That's the question. If you have these parts, I imagine they clip onto underneath the feet to make them look like it's flying or something. Swap out hands. It doesn't come with like a bounty of stuff. The absence of a head sculpt here, strange one, but maybe they're trying to make it different to the original so that they're trying to keep the collectors that don't like reissues happy, because this is not a straight reissue. But at the same time, they're trying to keep the Mark 46 guy happy, and he's not, apparently. Look, it's a lovely suit, but I pass on so many suits that I like. Yeah, so here you have these blast effects on the hands and the feet. Like the Mark 7 is amazing. I'm not getting it. The Mark 5, amazing, not getting it. Like the Mark 1, not getting it. And a Mark 46 is going to join that list of Iron Man suits that I like, but that I'm not getting. Because I think I have the variations I want, apart from that Mark 3, because even though I have the quarter scale, I want the 6 scale Mark 3. And I really like the job that they've done on it, and the base and the head sculpt and the crushed Mark 3 helmet, because Obadiah's character, Ironmonger, crushes it. I've nothing bad to say about this apartment. Doesn't have a head sculpt. So people out there dying for this, like your man. And yeah, it is this. I think it's a strange move. Anyone else think it's a strange move? I always like this battle damage part because I'm a sucker for battle damage. But this is a great photo. I love this style of photo when you have like just one point or one particular section of the figure in sharp focus, just this like missile that's coming out, and you can still see the rest of the figure, but it's just slightly out of focus. I just love that. I don't know, man. The base it's fine. It's fine. I'm sure it will look great, but I prefer the Mark III with the Ironmonger. They really are doing a lot of these bases to probably maybe compete with statues or justify rising costs. I'm not sure. It's looked pretty good. Right, so this is the pass for me as well. Shocker. This is it. Like, for me, like, sustainability is so important. Like, you know, it's like all the things that I like to do. Like, you know, so like I love music. Can you still go to a gig when you're old? Of course you can. You know, I like to snowboard or a mountain bike. You know, if you keep yourself fit, you should be able to do those things as you get older. Collecting, you know, of course you should be able to. But if you run out of space, you know, it's could have to tap out. But yeah, so I pass on a lot of things, and I'm passing on all three of these. Like I literally looked at these today and go, oh, they all look cool. Thank God I have no interest. You know what I mean? Because it's not that I think any of them look bad. They don't. They all look good. But I have enough Iron Mans. I have the one cap I want, and I don't collect that type of trooper. But I'm happy for the people that want them. Right, a few chats here. So stealth suit is a buy for me, but I'm trying to be careful Made my first few pre-orders in a while the past weekend. So did I. Strong announcements recently, and I'm assuming more good ones. Yeah, I would completely agree with you. My thing was, as I mentioned earlier, my pre-order list was shrinking. I was paying things off and they were getting delivered. So it was kind of a small to medium pre-order list. But my wish list was getting so long because I wasn't pre-ordering things. So that's why I pre-ordered the Kenobi Deluxe Vader, the Mark III with the special part, the crushed Mark III helmet, and the Toby, the one without the base. I don't need any of the bases. And I want to get the Toby, the integrated suit, and the Andrew, for obvious reasons, but without the bases. I have no use for the bases. I want to cut costs. I won't use it anyway. Yeah. That's what collectors say. Video focus was hilarious. Not what I was expecting. And I appreciate that. I'm not a particular funny person, but I was happy with how the video turned out and the response to it. It was a lot of fun to make. It was just ridiculous. And Mike, you'll be glad to hear that there's a second one in the works. I'll wait and pick the right moment. I didn't know that I needed a Mark VI until I saw this today. Yeah, that could be another one. That's another phrase. I didn't know I needed this until I saw it. Yeah. If it's under 450 after shipping and tax, I may think about it. Ooh, could be wishful thinking after shipping and tax. I don't know. KG, what is going on? What are you up to? We need to stream together, man. We need to stream together again. If you want a link, let me know. I'm probably more or less done here now, but probably stay another 10 minutes maybe. I wonder why they aren't doing the stealth shield. Is that because it's the regular shield? Maybe because it's the endgame version. Mike says Chalamet to KG. Is the display based new? I believe it is. I believe the original didn't have that. All I need is a Mark VI and I'll have all my favorite suits. Well, it's going to be reissued. The Mark VI is my favorite suit. And where is it? Get out of the way here. Ooh. It's perfect. Just looks great. But they're going to reissue it. They're going to reissue it. Valiant Archer. I either have a pre-order, I either have a PO the specific Iron Man suits. Oh, you've either, yeah, right, yeah, I'm with you now. You either have them or have pre-ordered the specific Iron Man suits you want. This is a pass for me, not that one dude who spams all the posts on Facebook is happy. But that one guy, yeah, sorry, I'm with you, yeah. But he was basically someone, I don't know him, I haven't been talking to him, but like a lot of people were talking about him today, but apparently he isn't happy that there isn't a head sculpt. And I kind of see where he's coming at there. I do. Have we ever got a Iron Man before without a head sculpt? I know the ones, before nanotech open up, but you still have a sculpt. Like Mark 46 guy is saying no head sculpt, no USB, no deal. It's kind of funny, like, but yeah, like it's a strange one. He should just go backwards and buy the old Mark 46. Really like it, but I think I'm going to pass since I already have the 46 concept. That's a nice looking Iron Man that I like a little more. It's basically red and gold, no silver. I already have the Mark 47. I like the Mark 47. I like the silver. Yeah, I completely agree with you. And I love Homecoming because Tom Holland is my favorite Spider-Man. I know it's really divisive. Who's the best Batman? Who's the best Spider-Man? I just think I really like Tom Holland's story arc. And basically everything we've seen so far has been different to other Spider-Mans, but also it's more like an origin story for a few stories. And now he's on his own. But I really liked Homecoming and it pairs so well with, I'll show you. See, you have the Mark 47 and then the Homecoming suit. So I like it for the gunmetal silver as well. I don't think it's strange at all. It's all about timing. Hot Toys is reissuing the big guns to bring the Marvel fans, possibly. There are so many really good Tony Stark head sculpts these days. If you don't want to spend a lot on the original, you can get this or third party. Yeah, possibly, yeah. Personally, I think it's okay not to have a head sculpt. Almost every single Iron Man comes with one. That's kind of like what Boba Fett was saying. Looks fab, but it's a pass for me. No house party protocol needed. Nope, Cap didn't hold the gauntlet. Yeah, that's what I thought. Must have been a cutscene, or maybe they just threw it in. Maybe they had them, threw it in. I used to have multiple versions of Iron Man, including OG Mark 46 right now. All I've got is 85 and War Machine Punisher. I have 4 Iron Man suits, don't need any more. X-Man Supreme, my Ahsoka is finally arriving this week. Who did you buy it off? That took a while. I know that Chris Leddy only got his recently. I'll finally have more than one Hot Toy. Congratulations. What was your first one? I'm passing on all of these as well. Same, Andreas. All right, I'll send you the link. Yeah, cool. Right, we'll get KG the link. I'm sending it to Instagram now. Seems I haven't chatted you in a while. Sorry, 1 second, folks. I just want to send KG this link. Right. That's sent there, KG. Shane, do you have a Facebook group? Oh my God. No. I think Facebook is the skid mark on the underpants that is the internet. Just clear that up a small bit, actually. There are some fantastic Facebook groups out there. Love the 6 scale scavengers, but I find a lot of those Facebook groups, it's not so much the groups, more the comment section. It's just like, no, I'm not doing that. KG, how are you with your fresh fade, your fresh trim, man? How you getting on?
It's been a long time since we chatted. The last time we chatted was, I believe, the Visions.
Yeah, man. And you were episode 1 of Visions, and then you've been off, like, you're like an international man of mystery, or you were in London, I believe. Would that be correct?
Yes, and you suggested me to go to the what garden was it called? The
Covent Gardens.
It was
Covent
really
Gardens.
nice. Really.
Did you go? Yeah.
Yes. I had my cousins. They were my guide, my maps. So they let me to those. It's a really nice place. Lots of great food. Lots of great options. A lot of, like, we saw like a Charlie Chaplin act going on as well. So that was kind of fun. But yeah, man, my time in Europe was fun. I went to Germany for a little bit, a few days, and yeah, I wish I didn't want to leave.
What part of Germany did you go to?
I went to Berlin and then Hanover. We stayed in Hanover. There's a place called Hanover in Germany. So
Berlin is fantastic. I mean,
yeah, it was hot. But it was fun. I'd
say so at that time. I remember being there before years ago, thinking, oh, I gotta stay here for 2 days, but there was just so much to see. I ended up staying there for like 5-6 days.
Right. And I'm familiar with Germany. I lived in Germany for 2 years.
All right.
Yes, my father was working there, so we had to stay there for 2 years. And yeah, so I've been out of the States for a while. Yeah, so
good stuff. And you're back in the stateside now, yeah?
Yes, I am back in my collection room. You can see the bell. I don't know if you can see, but the bell damaged Thanos. Recently just got that, acquired that with the...
It's the Endgame one, yeah?
Yeah, the bell damage 85. And
that's a nice display.
I know, and then I got something coming this week as well. Let's just say it goes well with a certain figure. I'm just going to put that in, I'll show it off.
Good stuff. We'll watch out for those Instagram lives.
you have that as well. So I'll tell you that it's the same item that I'm picking up. So
Say that again.
it's the same. Let's just say it's the same. It's an item that I know that you have shown recently. So it's something.
Oh, okay.
It's one of our favorite trilogies. So there you go.
I think I'm with you.
Yeah,
Good stuff. So, like, I'm kind of more or less done talking about these, but I want to know, like, what do you think about these? Do you is there any of these three that interest you?
Yeah, I would say that this. Look, to me, reissues I'm fine with. I'm fine when they do reissues to a certain point where I feel like there should be enough time, but also there should be a lot of upgrades. Like, for instance, the Mark III needed that upgrade. Yes, we got diecast previously, but the height was
Completely
a problem. Lots of issues. This one in particular wasn't really a huge upgrade. I think if there was an upgrade, it would be a USB powered light up. They didn't really give us that, so.
And it's very strange.
So I don't know.
They're giving some.
Right, and it's like they didn't do it with the Mark III, which is, I don't know. I guess they're choosing their figures which one can have the USB light up feature. But no, I think this set looks pretty cool. Last night I was busy. I was doing something, and then I saw like these 3 announcements. Like, I was like, okay, yeah, another Stormtrooper Chrome. Okay, we got that. That was something I kind of expected. But something I didn't expect was the Endgame cap stealth suit. That was out of the ordinary. I thought it would be something else, but hey, I guess we're still going with the Endgame line.
Did you know? Like, when I saw it, I was like, that suit wasn't an Endgame. I did not cop.
That's me too. I was like, wait a minute, wait. Oh yeah, the first 15 minutes of the film, he wore that suit. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
I just assumed it was because it was blue and had a star. I was like, yeah. It was dark in that cabin they were in. It moved very fast. I thought, surely it's just the Endgame suit.
I thought it was like concept art. It might have been like those concept arts, maybe they might have been, because they usually do concepts. But this actually leads the door to maybe possibly, if we're still going with the Endgame line, maybe a possible reissue 2.0 of a Hulk.
Yeah, could be.
Maybe.
Could be.
I hope so. I mean, if they're still owning the line, and they could do a reissue of a 2.0, the first Avengers Thor, so we can actually have like that trio for 2012, the updated versions. So the door is still open. I mean, if they still have the Endgame line, if they're still opening to making more figures from that line, I'm all for it. Give me the Black Order. Give me a proper Black Order. So
yeah, could be. Like, I'm just seeing like this exclusive thing. Like, are they going to be pushed out quicker? Could this actually get released before Loki?
Yeah, and it's interesting too. What I will really told me that apparently these things are already out in Shanghai. Like, you can buy them right now. So I think that the limited edition size for I believe the cap is 250. Then the Mark 46 is 1700, which is no surprise to that. But I don't know about the Stormtrooper. I think the Stormtrooper is like 400. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Let me know if that's the right size.
That's strange because the other troopers, the Chrome Death Trooper and the Chrome Clone Trooper, are 275 on Sideshow. But maybe because these are like, they were exclusives too, but they were Celebration exclusives. So it'd be unusual if that was that much higher. But maybe if they are limited, that's different. But
yeah, it's interesting. I mean, it's hot. We know with Hot Toys, we can't really predict what they do next. I mean, next thing you know, they could do something out of the ordinary, that like they did with the cap. The 46 was something like, it was inevitable. It was going to happen at some point. Like, I knew they were going to reissue. It's Iron Man. It's their bread and butter. It's what sells for them. It's what pays their taxes. It's what pays their whole, business. I mean, that's their, bread and butter. So it's that was an obvious one. But that cap, I thought the 2012 cap would have been the end of all caps. I didn't think we were going to get another cap, but we did. So
they're going back to that the back cap catalog, just trying to
And are you? I don't know if I catch. Are you interested in picking up that stealth suit cap or no?
No. I have the Endgame cap.
Okay,
that'll do.
Yeah.
I think it's
I think out of the three, I would pick up the Mark 46 and the Stealth Suit Cap. But I'm gonna wait to see if it sells out on pre-order, because this thing has happened before, Shane. Because look at the Commander Stormtrooper Commander. That's still sitting. That's a Hot Toys exclusive. Look at the Midas. It's still sitting. That was a Hot Toys exclusive.
And you can get all these things in other sites.
Yeah, but then again, it's like what happened with a certain company now. In certain website that was selling Hot Toys.
Listen, it's not Voldemort. You can say Toys Wonderland or the Devil's Workshop. It's fine.
PW, I don't want, so now they're offering only exclusives to those pieces because of, you got to be a membership and you got to do that, because now they're actually kind of preventing people that are affiliated with Toys Wonderland and Pop Collectibles to avoid them from buying it.
Right. Okay.
So that could be it, and that's a business strategy that I didn't think that they would do. That's something, because they're like, whoever buys our figures, who cares? As long as we're making money at the end of the day, nobody cares. I don't care. But now I guess now they're taking matters in their own hands, and they're trying to fix this issue. It could be the fact that they didn't really care until Sideshow called them up, like, listen, this Toys Wonderland thing, these Hong Kong resales have to go. They have to go. So yeah, man, I mean, it's a dangerous game we're playing now, because I've been really considering picking up all the Hall of 7. Like, to me, the Hall of 7 Mark 1 through 7 are just iconic. They're for me. So I'm gonna pick those up now. I'm in the Iron Man game. I mean, that Mark 6. I know you have it too, Shane, and it's bothering me now. It's like that to me is one of my grails to pick up. And I do think in the future they will reissue it, but I don't think they'll reissue right away. Like, no, like they won't give us that.
I hope they do. I hope they do, because I know a lot of people want it. I wouldn't get salty over that. I'd be just like, I'm happy, because I know a lot of Cam from Cam's Collection is dying for it. And then they teased the quarter scale version. He was like, oh my God.
You know what I do think too, Shane, is that what I think they'll do is they won't reissue under the Avengers line, but they will reissue under the Iron Man 2 line. That's what I think. I think we're going to get from the Iron Man 2 line.
That would make sense with a different base,
Yep. And possibly, obviously, probably the same exact base as the Mark 1 War Machine comes with, the reissue of the Mark 1 War Machine.
Something like that, yeah.
So if they do that, oh my God. I mean, that to me, I love what they're doing now, because I know before they're like, they don't care about the original collectors. But now they kind of do now, because in some cases it's like, okay, well, we do appreciate the original collectors, so we'll not include a head sculpt with the Mark 46 and that amazing base that it came with and that cap. So in some things it's like, okay, well, the value is still there, but I don't think a lot of people would spend $700 or $800 on a Mark 46 now. I think it's going to go down, but not by that much. You know what I mean? So I do think it's going to hold its value, but definitely it's going to trickle down to another $100 or $200 down. So I don't think it's going to really. That
guy who wanted them to reissue the Mark 46, he's probably better off going and getting the original now if it slides in price. Like, wouldn't that make more sense?
It just shows that you can't please everybody. I mean, I know that guy, I think for the past 4 years, I would say, reissue Mark 46, reissue Mark 46. And it's like, I want the original one now. I'm like,
I admire his determination, though.
His determination probably like, maybe this guy might be up to something. Maybe we should reissue that, because no doubt about it. You say reissue Iron Man, they will do it, because Iron Man sells. Anything Iron Man related will sell.
Yeah.
I mean,
the 2 and the 6 are coming.
100%. We're gonna get the 2. The 2 and the 6 are coming, and we can finally actually complete. And maybe I wouldn't say the Mark 7 yet, but in some cases, Mark 7 will also get reissued in the future. That's for sure.
Yeah, that is. I would absolutely agree with you.
And would you pick that up though, Mark 7? You're a tricky person, Shane. You're a tricky person when it comes to buying figures, and that's a great thing. I'm like that. I don't buy things that are the cool factor. I buy things what I love, not what I want. So that's just. But I'm kind of like you. But would you buy the 7? Because it is an iconic armor. That's the first thing that started the.
I had an opportunity to get it when it was in stock in Sideshow, and sometimes I think there was like a Black Friday sale there as well, where they were dropping 10-20% off it as well. Yeah. And I just thought to myself, like, okay, what do you like about it? It's not nanotech. It's an actual man in a suit.
Right.
It's chunky. It's from a good film. It's got the red and the gold look, the traditional look. It's not like the Mark V, which is a bit of a unique look, or the Mark 47.
Right.
But like the Mark 6 gives me all of those things because it was also in Avengers. It's also a man in a suit. It's also not nanotech.
Yes.
And I was like, and I like the triangle better than the round one. I think it's cool looking. It's unique looking.
Yeah, when I was a kid, Iron Man 2. I actually watched Iron Man 2 in London at the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was me and my cousin. We were very young at the time, and we would love. My favorite scene in that film was the Iron Man Mark V suit up. I think that's a lot of people's favorite scene. That iconic moment.
Yes, that's my favorite suit up.
To me, that needs to come to collection. Like that to me is like almost Tobey Maguire level. Like that's the figure that I need in the collection. That's nostalgia factor, but I'm waiting for the right price. I know there's prices around the point. You can find a Mark 85 now for at least $200 shipped. Honestly, you can. You can find a rescue for. I found one actually, and I don't know why I didn't go for it. For $120 shipped, brand new, $120.
Oh.
I didn't go for it. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe in the future I might something else, but not now. But listen, deals are out there, guys. I mean, there's no need to pre-order unless if you really know you're gonna buy it and you're not patient, and then go. Until then, like I didn't pre-order the Vader. I didn't pre-order all the other special editions except for two, Kenobi and Tobey Maguire. Those are the only two I made exceptions of. The reason why I made an exception of the Kenobi was because that box he came with, and that box is like, because to me, like I want to display him with that box because it's all about the PTSD he's dealing with in that scene. Because you can create stories with these figures, which is great, and I want to create story like that. So those are the only two I made exceptions of. The other ones are.
You took a risk there, though. Like, how do you find what do you think of the head sculpt like?
I do believe that. I mean. Okay, so in the Sideshow con that we saw the head sculpt, I think it looked great in Sideshow when we saw that Sideshow con. But the promo photos, oh no. I do hope it might be lighting, but then again, it's like I couldn't tell who that was. Like, I don't know who that was. I couldn't tell if that was Ewan McGregor. So I do think that Hot Toys, they're hearing the criticism, and I hope it's constructive criticism. I don't want to hear any about the 85 debacle that happened 2 years ago. But this Kenobi, I do think they're going to fix it. They're going to fix it. They're going to fix the Mighty Thor figure. I know people are complaining about that. They're going to fix all these. As much as we complain,
they will.
They're going to do it because they want to make us happy because we're the consumers. We're buying their products, and they have a huge responsibility because they have our money. So I do think they will fix it at some point.
Yeah, and HMB agrees with you. They'll fix Kenobi. I pre-ordered it as well for the box, and I'm putting my faith in Howie. It's hilarious when people call him Howie. I think they're going to fix it. They're going to fix that head sculpt, I believe.
Yeah, they're going
I definitely do think so.
Yeah.
So you'll consider the 46
Yes.
And the stealth suit, but you're not like rushing out the pre-order.
I'm not rushing unless if they do something where they did with the Arena Boba Fett suit, where I'm like, oh shoot, if there's a time limit, I got to do it. I got to pre-order it. And because to me, Shane, when it comes to Marvel specifically, nothing is really pleasing me to the eye in the multiverse saga right now. Anything from before Infinity Saga pleases me a lot. Like I love the Infinity War film, Endgame film, Iron 1, Iron Man 2. I love Phase 1, Phase 2, and Phase 3 films. To me, now it feels very oversaturated. The multiverse saga doesn't feel that urge that I feel with the Infinity Saga. Like, oh shoot, Thanos, oh Iron Man, Cap, Thor, Black Panther. I want these figures. Now Moon Knight, I think Moon Knight's the only exception. I think that's a pretty cool figure. But other than that, like the new Doctor Strange, the Scarlet Witch, not really pleasing me. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna find a good deal. But like things when it comes with Infinity Saga, I'm all for it. Like Iron Man 3, yep.
We could be in a if you go back to the movies from Iron Man 2008 up as far as Endgame. Yep. I could easily pick out, half a dozen duds there. Maybe not half a dozen, but there are a few duds there. You know what I mean? And like I think maybe we're in a kind of a shoulder season where they're setting things up. So we're going to have to stomach a few of these movies before we get the payoff again, possibly.
Right. And yeah, I mean, I think that's the great thing with the Infinity Saga is that they were building up to this one moment, which is Infinity War and Endgame, and it was not just only that, but it was also a character arc for Tony and how he sacrificed himself for the universe and how he sacrificed for everybody, you know, his daughter and his wife. And you know, this figure right here, you can't see it, but this Endgame battle damage.
Actually, I can see it because it's literally up here in my floating.
Oh, that's right. You do have it too, so you do have it up. I mean, to me, like, when I look at the Clean 85, when I look at this, they're definitely different figures in the eye. Like, when I look at this, I'm like, I see, like, the desaturated colors, the battle damage. I mean, the head sculpt is, to me, a 10 out of 10. It's Boba Fett level. It's Christian Bale level. Like, you can pick out sculpts. I mean, Thanos is obviously 10 out of 10. They're going to... That sculpt.
Thanos is fantastic as well, yeah.
But this is what we talk to is Shane, is the head sculpts majority of the times because they are they are the price. That's the money shot. That's what we buy. Is the head sculpts, the tailoring and all that stuff comes last, but the head sculpt speaks everything. It's
true, and they knock it out of the park more than they have those Tony Stanks or Ant-Man debacles. Like, you know, they do, and they're also improving without being asked to improve now. We've seen it with Robert Pattinson Batman.
Right.
We've seen it with the Wenwu. Like, that was a fantastic sculpt.
Oh,
like, they improved that without being asked. They took a sculpt that was already strong, that no one was complaining about, improved it. Like, the only thing they can do better to make that more lifelike is give it a pulse. Let's be honest. Like, it's fantastic. Like,
honestly, it's. I mean, I'm looking at this background that you have right now on this live stream, and we got some phenomenal sculpts. I mean, the one that draws my attention right now is that Boba Fett sculpt.
Yeah.
That Boba Fett sculpt. I know you have it.
Creepy good. Creepy good.
Amazing. I have him right here, and it's like I'm looking at Tamora Morrison. Like, it's that good. It's really
Shrink Ray, as the guys in Collecting Weekly would say. Shrink Ray.
Shrink Ray, 100%.
It's the ultimate compliment. Like, it's so good.
It exists in real life. Like, you know, he has like those things that the small device that you throw it turns big and turns small in Civil War. You can throw it at Tamora Morrison, shrink him down, and there's your figure. I mean, it's insane. So
yeah, just gonna address some of these chats here.
Go ahead.
Shiny says, I missed almost the entire Infinity Saga, but I've been loving the multiverse stuff. Both No Way Home and Multiverse of Madness were so good. I wasn't into the Multiverse of Madness, but I did like No Way Home. But yeah, again, I'm glad you're enjoying it. They don't got anyone to replace RDJ. He was a magnet for the MCU. Yeah, he definitely embodied the role. It is just 3 figs. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill. We currently have too little information to say that this will be the case for the future.
Yeah.
No, I disagree. Iron Man will always be reissued. Always.
Yeah, I mean, that's a given. Like, at some point, the 85 battle damage we could reissue. Like, that, I know that's going to happen. They're going to do something.
Very well, yeah.
It's just going to happen. Iron Man sells to them, and, you know, if by the end of time, they're like, oh, we'll just still sell Iron Man because that's our money, that's our cash cow. And secondary, I would say, is Spider-Man. That's their second cash cow. Spider-Man and Iron Man are like their number one selling.
Yeah. So. And also, I don't think either of us were making a mountain out of a molehill. I'm saying I'm not getting them, and KG is saying he's considering getting them. So I think that's a fair enough statement to make.
Yeah.
Andreas IB, I heard that the Asian market was complaining about Wenwu.
Really?
That would make sense. Yeah, that would make sense, you know, because he's their guy, like, you know, and he's a very popular actor, so they're probably highly critical. It'd be like, you know, if the prototype images for the in-art Joker came out bad, you know, we'd all be like, you know, it's not good if it wasn't. Holland is mid so far, but I think his moment is coming now that they've tossed him into more comic book sandbox. Yes, I completely agree with you now. It's his time to sink or swim.
Sorry, go ahead.
Did you see the images? I'm sure you did. The updated production photos of the in-art Joker.
I have, and I was actually going to talk to you about that. Yeah, that was it blew. Look, listen. Before I was like, I don't know about the hair. I don't know what kind of product you're going to use, because my fear is that it might look so good as a prototype, but then when they were, once to go into early production, it's going to look like a Wonder Woman, hair. But that wasn't the case. I'm glad that they fixed that. So
it could go all over the place, like.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, Shane. I think for me, it's like if I do plan on picking that up, I'll still pick up the sculpted hair, because I don't want to maintain that whole thing, and it looks great. But for $1,000, and the thing with rooted hair too that you have to worry about is that when you move it too much, even some parts of it come off too. Like it's just like one tiny piece of hair falls off.
That would be
if you move it too much.
Set and forget. That would be an absolute set and forget.
Yeah. So
I just want to share something there with you. One second now. This is quite funny. You've probably seen this already, but I just thought it was quite funny. So, all right. Did you see this?
Yes, I saw this. And actually, Pop Collectibles actually reposted this too. This is they call it our hero. So this is I mean, this is what you see. I mean, this every announcement. I mean, I think he's stopped for a couple of months now, but every announcement that happened before and releases, he's the first one. Like, I think, dude, this guy probably has no life at this point, because he's just on Facebook the whole entire time. Reissue Mark 46, reissue Mark 46. That's all he does. He calls someone Uber my food. That's fine. Uber my food. I'll work home and sit in one spot. That's all I will do.
Yeah, he's got. They did it, but might necessarily be the one that he wants. But I know I respect his consistency. I just want to. This comment, X-Man Supreme, I like this because he said, "I don't like this term mid, but I'm old. Lol. These kids and their weird lingo." Yeah, I just read it as if like, yeah, I know what he means. I assumed he meant like middle of the road.
I think I don't understand what mid is either, but from my understanding, I think what he means is I think he's okay.
Yeah,
he's okay. Like, he's not great, he's not bad, but he's in the middle.
Yeah,
I do agree with that. I mean, I think Tom Holland has still more. I think he needs a little more convincing for me to think like, oh, he is definitely like the best Spider-Man.
Yeah. I'm there already, but we're never going to agree on this because you're a Toby guy, aren't you?
No, well, Toby, to me, I think Toby was a good Peter Parker. The best Spider-Man is Andrew Garfield, in my opinion. I think Andrew Garfield did a really good Spider-Man. I think he was, to me, when I looked at him, I think he was like a very like a comic book adaptation of the character, and I thought that they took him out right out of the comics. The way he talked, the way he walked, the way he swung his webs. I mean, I think he has the best swings by far. Like out of all of them, he has the best swings, and that's coming from a Toby fan. So I think he has the best swings. He's to me the best Spider-Man, but the best Peter Parker, and with struggling issues and financial issues, was Tobey Maguire, and I think he was very good at that. But he was a good Spider-Man too. So
yeah, cool. Just going to address a few more of these chats. So I'm learning. Mid is middle of the road. Cool. HMB says he's in the chat. Oh my god, you got to out this guy.
Wait, who's in the chat?
I think he's saying the reissue Mark 46.
No way.
I wonder, is it you, HMB? I don't know. I have to say I do admire his consistency, but he's not happy. He's not happy. He was the first person I thought of when I saw that. I was like, this guy's.
Oh my god! I think everybody was. Everybody's like, oh my god, what is that?
I would need a hairstylist to come with the in-art Joker, because I can't style root hair to save my life, and I know because I struggle with my own hair. Gotcha. Yeah, I just really hope it comes with minimal futzing, because I don't want to be. I just know I don't want to be messing around with that hair and stuff on every single photo. I'm telling you, consistency is key. Good for health. It means mediocre. Thanks, Nick. You're keeping me. You're there with your hip, youthful lingo. Keep me in the loop. I appreciate it, man. Mid is met, average, nothing spectacular, but room to go. I'll know now. Toby is a swinger. That's funny. Mid is midterm. Next collectibles. My love will always be for Toby, but I also agree Garfield is the best Spider-Man. Definitely divides opinion.
So, Shane, I have a question for you now.
Yeah.
Wait till you're done with the chat and I'll tell you the question.
The future is now, old man. Poor X-Man Supreme. Give him a break. He was very generous that he's dropping a super chat there for a good cause. Yeah.
So I have two questions. I'll start with the first one. So, look at your collection now. How many figures do you have right now currently in the collection?
I have 1/4 scale, 1 vehicle, and 33 6 scales.
Okay. At some point in time, you're going to have, let's say,
I know what you're going to ask me. I'm using the Jedi mind trick.
I know, and Mario, I think Mario's in here too. Is you're going to have about 50 figures in the next 2 or 3 years. Let's say that 2 or 3 years. At that point, because I know you're a guy of class, you like to have 1 or 2 figures in each shelf. At some point, that's going to be like 4 or 5 figures in each shelf. Do you think you might substitute?
I'm going to stop you there. I'll never have 4 figures in each shelf or 3 figures.
Well,
I'm going to stop you there.
You just never know.
Okay.
I mean, you might run out of space and you got nowhere to put them.
Go on, you keep talking. I will address this, but go on.
But would you substitute details with module case at some point in time in your collection? Okay.
First of all, I can't rule out the possibility of getting module cases. Right. I do like the way they look.
Right.
What I like about them is that with the same footprint as the 5 detolfs behind me, I could customize it and fill this entire wall, and with the same footprint, I'd take up the same amount of space, the detolfs, but be able to fit far more figures and even maybe vehicles in there. So that's one. I can't rule it out. However, I do think if I was to do that, I will miss the display I have behind me. I really like the 1, or I think 1 is the ultimate per cube. But because I don't use shelves, I can kind of get away with 2, but only in certain situations, like the Boba Robot 2-pack, or maybe the Mark 47 with the Homecoming Spider-Man, or 2 Troopers or something like that.
Sure.
So what I would do, there's a few options available to me. One is that if you take, can you see right above my head there that you the Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett?
Right. Okay.
So I've got 5 detolfs. The middle detolf is this one here. So he's top middle. I think prime real estate. I think your grails or whatever, or something, a special thing you could put in, I believe, the middle detolf, second from the top, because that's kind of eye level ish, because I have risers. These aren't sitting on the floor. That's why they're up so high.
Right.
Now, if you build your display around that, let's say I get Andrew, Toby, an integrated suit. I want to pose them in some version of the meme holding their masks with the head sculpts.
Right.
And I think the 3 of them, because A, they're naturally going to work well together, because I don't have to explain that sentence to you. And B, with no stands, and they're skinny enough lads, it will fill the detolf, but it won't look like ridiculous. But I don't want every single detolf with 3 or 4. So I would do 3 there, but then if you look, I might drop these 2 here down to Mysterio level, and if I wanted to add another 2 figures, put them over the other side. So it's like you're almost making a pattern, an aesthetic pattern. So you'd have 3, and then detolfs down 2 and 2. Do you get me? But they're still singles. So you're actually forming an aesthetic looking triangle with your figures. Now, of course, that's not going to work if you have 100 figures.
Right.
But you could gradually do that. Second option. I like the idea of rotating. I don't like the idea of having figures in boxes because they're so expensive. They're such beautiful pieces of art. I don't like them just up in the attic. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because what's the point in paying for these beautiful things and spending all this money if you're not going to display them? It's like taking a beautiful piece of art and not hanging on the wall.
Yeah.
So, however, rotating, if you wanted to maintain the clean look, would mean, every 3 months you take them out, give the shelves a bit of a dust and they're clean, repose, box someone's off, and then take someone out, because then you're not only going to keep your display fresh, but you're going to you could still maintain that 1 per shelf look. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Yeah, and I've actually done that too, Shane. I've done that with my details work. At the time, I had 2. Now I have 4 or 5. But at the time when I had 2, I had, I believe, 20 figures, and I'm like, well, having them bunched, and I'm the same thing like you. When these things are art, they have to be appreciated. They have to have their own space. So what I did, I just kept rotating. I just kept rotating and rotating because for me, I think the great thing about rotating is that when you have a certain amount of space and you only can fit, let's say, if you're a classic guy, there's 5, let's say 10 figures because there's 2 details. If you keep rotating and you let's say they both had 2-pack. I'm like, okay, let's put it back in the box. 2 months later, I open it back. I have this newfound love for it after that. Like, oh my God,
Definitely.
I forgot about this amazing detail. So I put it in and it's like, well, there goes the new show. Like, no worries. It's like, I wouldn't say buying new figures and reselling them, but it's some sort of feeling where like, oh, you don't need to sell it. You're just, buying that love and that passion you had it when you bought it at the first time. So it's that great feeling. And I think doing rotation, I think that's the best thing you can do.
And it was actually Roy Visser from Six Scale Scavengers, the first person I heard about that. And so if I want, like, there's 20 spaces behind me, I could still display 1 per shelf, 20, and then just rotate. Like, there's no right answer really, because then people will argue, but then you're going to have some in boxes, and I don't like that. But it depends on, it keeps your display fresh, so you're not looking at the same 20 figures all the time.
Right.
It gives you a chance, just even if the odd time, I know Lael makes jokes saying I'm cleaning my details every day, but the odd time you might have to.
That classic look, man. But I also have a question for you too is, you love the Batman, right?
Yeah.
You love it. Now,
the new film.
The new film, right.
I'm not sure if I could say I love it, but I really liked it. Yeah, okay. Absolutely, yeah.
Now, you liked it enough to buy the figure?
I have pre-ordered the Hot Toys with the modular base and the signal. I just think that's a home run.
Best. Now, Shane, we both know that InArts is bringing 1 as well. In fact, we're getting the supposedly a Bruce Wayne version and also the Batman. Would you buy that back? Because I'll let you answer, then I'll give my answer.
I will answer that once I catch up with the chat, because otherwise I get drowned here, which is great because there's interaction. 12-inch Moose Stream. Shane, thanks for staying up late. That's actually not too bad. It's only like half 1. It's not too bad here. Or half 12, sorry. Okay. No, it's all good. Hated to have passing that had to be done. These jive talking woke young fellas. Yeah. Right over my head. X-Man Supreme. Just a laughing face. The next hot rapper, Young Jive, again right over my head. I think there's basically the kind of making fun of the youth talk, but we're just
good.
Yeah,
it's all fine.
You need to keep me in the loop, KG.
Of course.
1 pair is godlike. I do like the 1 pair. The obviously the 1 per detail look, but every now and then 2 could look clean. 3, but I wouldn't like all of them filled with
3 is max. I think 3 is pushing it, but 2, 1 or 2 is reasonable. Yeah,
but I think if you think of the whole display, like I was saying, triangles, and make shapes out of how you're displaying, I think that will work. Like, it will definitely save a bit of time. Philip the Fool says, love the clean look of your display, Shane. Thanks very much, appreciate that. Scott McDowell says, Magicase. I love that that's a thing now.
Okay, actually, before you go, I love that. That was a funny video that you posted the other day.
Yeah.
I was laughing so hard. It was so different, so unique, and I just had to share it because it was just because it's true. It's true what we say when it comes to collecting. So I had to give a shout out on that video.
I appreciate that. I played it earlier on because the response from it was quite good. I'm not actually a funny person, but I was happy with how
come on.
I was happy with how the video turned out, and I actually have a bank of phrases, and they were just the ones I chose. So there's enough material for 2, maybe 3 videos.
Yeah.
And this is dynamics. So hopefully we'll get a few more. So yeah.
Yeah.
Never ask Shane about more than one shelf or Facebook. Yeah, I think it was Boba Fettuccine asked me like, do I have a Facebook group? And I said, nah, Facebook is like the skid mark on the underpants that is the internet. No, I don't. Although I really like the Six Scale Scavengers Facebook group.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
You know, there are some good ones out there, but you know the way the comment section just get a bit, not on Scavengers though. For real, one shelf per look is amazing. Sorry, just to finish that question as well. With the floating shelves, it gives you a lot of options as well.
Yes.
Because you can have the clean look here, and there's 20 figures, right? But then what you could do is I could put all my troopers on the 5 shelves, but have like 2 or 3 per shelves fighting the ones above or below. You could have a whole diorama, you know what I mean? So
you have that option
as well. But I do get what you're saying. I can't rule out the possibility of getting Logi cases.
I mean, you have to also think too, Shane, that because the No Way Home line is growing really big. I mean, at this point, you gotta get a Mojo case for all those figures because you got Doc Ock, you got all the villains and all the 3 Spider-Mans. I mean, you gotta create some display out of that.
But you know, I think if I did commit to Mojo cases, I would really miss the details.
Me too.
And I really think that, like, maybe the focus, pun intended, would be lost in the scene in the Mojo case. They look fantastic, but I think I'd be like, oh, I really like when it's just, I can see 360 degree nearly of one figure, like, you know?
Right.
So X-Man Supreme says, oh yeah, the Spidey meme all day, that's the exception for the shelf rule. I think it could be. Well, then I have the Boba Roba 2-pack up there, and it still looks clean. It's very methodical, Shane. I love it. I appreciate that. Shooty from Texas. There's somebody on eBay who mods detox by joining them together, cutting out the sides. Ah, interesting.
That's pretty nice.
Mike Fela, I just put together my first 2 detox this weekend and was so excited with how they turned out and how they will look. I couldn't believe that I filled them already now. Get more detox. Yeah. With a limited amount of display space right now, I do rotating. Rotating it's good. It's good.
Key to living a good, having a good collection. So.
Yeah. So I thought I was going to sneeze there. So it's just kind of some interchat. Riley says, I think 10 figs. Love it. We're being trolled by Riley. He's been hanging around with Carlos too much.
Well, I was just going to say that.
We're getting full on troll. Like.
Riley, don't let us. Come on.
So you will find space somewhere, get creative. Yeah, definitely. Blitz says the video is hilarious. Thank you, appreciate that. Shane, I'm not funny. Everybody watching laughing. Well, it's different being funny in person and then actually being funny in a video.
The thing is, Shane, nobody expected. I thought you were going to be like very professional like your other videos. You just went at it. You just went, oh, I don't like pre-ordering. You just kept going this and that. I just kept cutting like each different phrase, each different thing that each collector says. I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing.
I would wager. I was watching. I put it up as a reel as well, and I got notifications, and it was like people who liked it, and like I see Denobi liked the reel, and it was just quite funny, like watching Denobi going, yeah, it's true, but like it was quite funny, like, but the thing is, like, there's no one who watched the video, I would wager, that hasn't said one or more of those things, like, because I'm guilty of saying some of them as well, like, I love my IKEA Billies. I don't know what it is, but I'm not a fan of detox or Mojo cases, and each to their own as well. I actually find, who I think does the Ben Thomas show, he's got some Billies, and he's got them, I think they're Billies, and they're lit up with Philips U light, so you can control the exact tone of the light. That's classy looking.
I think those are called calyxes. I think calyxes.
All right. Okay.
There's some.
Are the Billies bigger?
Billies are bigger. Yeah, they're much taller than Mojo cases. I mean, detox. They're much taller. Yeah.
X-Man Supreme says, I'm thinking about doing the shop build myself. Yeah, check out Costa Pop Culture Living Room on YouTube, and also Posing with Peter. That latest video is brilliant. Love your video. Immediately going to pre-order, and then I never pre-order. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or people like, I hate reissues, you know, or I actually, it's strange saying it because I made the video, but the Headsculpt one, like, you know, it's, what is it, like the Headsculpt's terrible and the Headsculpt's amazing. It's I don't know.
We collect like to contradict ourselves a lot when it comes to pieces.
Yeah.
So it's
I think it was Will Foxification said it best. Like he's kind of like, you know, sometimes people say like a movie is garbage, and then some people say it's amazing, and there's no in between. A lot like
yeah. Very true.
Can we expect more comedy skits in the future? Yeah, there's part 2 of that.
Please.
Yeah, part 2 of that is definitely going to be made. I've said it before. Do you ever use Google Keep, KG?
What's that?
Oh, it's a free app by Google, obviously, and it just basically you can just make lists, and you can like say like, I don't know, you're making a shopping list, and then you can click it, and it's like a tick box list. It stays on the list, but it's now ticked. So just if you're like shopping or something.
Okay.
So I get it, and I have like one for my pre-order list, and if a pre-order comes in, I tick it off.
Right. You mentioned it in a video. I remember.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thanks for watching that as well.
Yeah.
And then, you know, same with the wish list, but that's what I did for the phrases video. It was like, okay, everyone says this, I say this, everyone said this, you know, and it's like, but there was so much material left. There's definitely enough for another few episodes.
Part 2 is gonna happen going.
Yeah. I want to get more details, but I don't have an IKEA anywhere near me, and they won't ship to my location. IKEA, get it together. Amazon charges $200.
They do. No, actually, for us, they
That's
charge
crazy.
for one. Now, this is weird too. I don't know why they don't deliver. I live pretty close to where they are. I'm like, why can't you just deliver it? It's like, so I don't know. I have no.
Shiny. Earlier on, I was saying that like Americans, I'll introduce myself and say my name is Shane, and they go, "Oh, nice to meet you, Sean." And I'm like, what's that about? But he's being funny now, saying Sean. Right. Yeah, I like that. And so, Sean is a funny guy. He also described the previous Iron Man as a big steaming pile of yes, please. Yeah, that's true. It's it's like I'm done with all these Iron Mans. Once I buy this one.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like, I think a lot of us, like even the Spider-Man figures, like we're like, who cares? Oh, but that Toby and Andrew, I'm okay with that. But same with the Mark III. Oh, the neon text. Oh, the whatever that one that came out, the 85. That one. Oh,
Listerine, the Listerine Iron Man.
The Listerine Iron Man. Oh,
I thought it was fresh, as the kids would say.
But that Mark III, Mark 46, they don't look that bad, you know. So it's with anything, really.
Yeah, Mark III is just the one that started it all, though, wasn't it? With Detolf prices the way they are now, I'm thinking about building my own cases. Again, check out Costa at Pop Culture Living Room or Posing with Peter. Those videos, like, they look like module cases for like less than half the price. Like,
and I do want to give credit to Posing with Peter because he influenced me buying Detolfs when I first watched him. Like,
right,
there was something about his poses in the Detolf was just like, it was great. Like, Posing with Peter is one of those great YouTubers that don't give a lot of content for us, but he is something else. And I do hope
he's like, I describe my father as like, you know, he's kind of quiet. Like he doesn't say much, but what he says counts.
Right.
Posing with Peter mightn't put out like that much content, but when he drops a video, people bloody watch it. Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you have Visions with him as well coming up pretty soon.
This Friday, yeah.
I cannot wait for that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be watching that because I know. I think the last time he was doing a live stream was with Justin like 2 years ago. So yeah, it's been a while because I think that was his announcement that he was gonna start his other channel, his new channel. So I can't wait to see him.
I'm really looking forward to speaking because I've only messaged him a few times on Instagram, but he just comes across so well. Like he just seems like an absolute gentleman, very humble, very modest.
Very humble.
Like he's a composing ninja. I'm just really looking forward to having a chat. Like, and he says he'd have a beer with me as well. Like, so like he's obviously in my good books. Like, KG, we're probably gonna close it out here. So I'm just gonna, before I just go through stuff on my channel, what's coming up in your channel? Are you joining any streams in the next few days?
Yeah. Well, I don't normally ask too much. I mean, I wait for the other person to invite me, or they're interested in inviting me. I don't really ask. To me, that comes out to being kind of rude or like unexpected. So I just wait for the actual person to tell me, oh, you want to come on. So I'm like, okay, I'll try my best to come on. But yeah, as far as live streams, I have one or two ones happening this Thursday with Riley and Nick. I believe it's going to be on Riley's channel, so make sure you guys go check it out. 8 p.m. Pacific time and 11 p.m. East Coast time. But I also have some reviews on the channel. I have the 85 review up. I have the 2-pack Boba Fett review up. And then I'm currently working on, I believe, the 2-pack Nightmare Batman Superman with Shane. I do suggest you get it because
I'm being enabled. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, because I'm looking at Superman. You can have night and day. You can have the display. So, I mean, it's gonna look good. I saw this one display, Shane, that he had 2 of them in the deep top. I'm like, yep, that's what I want. Night versus day. That's what I need. But no, like honestly, this 2-pack it's hard to pick between the 2-pack Boba Fett and 2-pack of Nightmare Batman. And they're too good. But
you sound busy. You sound busy, man.
Yeah. Well, now
good.
after thanks to Riley, he actually showed me a editing software on iPhone. I'm like, okay, then now I can do these edits. These edits are pretty, good. I can understand the edits, so I know how to edit videos now. So yeah, now I can edit videos. I'll be posting a lot of videos, like posing videos, and my thoughts on the figure and whether or not you should buy it or not. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for me. And part 2 of the collection tour will be very long until I do a part 2. But for sure, part 2 is coming, but not in the near future. So
cool.
That's it for me. But yeah,
that sounds great. Just if obviously, thanks very much for hopping on, and I'll give you more notice next time. I'll just fire on the link, and you can hop on whenever you want.
Just let me know. So
just if you haven't done so already, follow KG Collector on YouTube and at KG Collector on Instagram. Is it at KG_, or is it just KG Collector? I thought it was an underscore there. I remember from Visions.
Yeah, and before I just want to thank everybody who subscribed to my channel. We had 500 subs last.
Congratulations!
So thank you so much to everybody. The subs don't mean too much to me, but I love, being with people and just talking and just chatting with the chat. I mean, the subscriptions are just a bonus to me. So people who subscribe will love the content, and the love and support is just crazy. And I appreciate every single one of you on the chat. So thank you. I just wanted to say that. So
excellent. And you know what? Like at the end of the day, like you're very modest the way you put it out there. But the more subs you get, a lot of times the more engagement you get, and you get more of that interaction, which is like fantastic. So folks, if you haven't checked out KG collection, or sorry, it's KG Collector. Just want to be sure. I don't want to give misinformation, because I don't have your banner, because I used to have your banner, but I'll have it for the next time. So follow or sub to KG Collector on YouTube, and follow at KG_Collector on Instagram. My own channel, really quickly, I'm going to fly through this stuff. I don't want to take up too much for people's time. So so this is live now. 10 things I love about the MCU. Where is the future? They're my thoughts on these figures that come out of nowhere. This is up online now at the moment. The crap collectors say. This is going to go up in the next few days. If you're a 1/6 scale collector, you'll be interested in this, I would imagine. It's a secret at the moment. Then Visions with Brian Fontaine is this Thursday. It's scheduled, I believe it's this Thursday. Let me get this, Eastern time. It would be, I think, 7 p.m. but it's scheduled on the channel. You can check the time for your district if you go to 1/6 Figure Focus on YouTube, and you can click in and I'll tell you your time. Posing with Peter's the next day, then I believe it's 1 p.m. West Coast time. I've got S-Beam then on Sunday, which is directly after Collector's Lounge. I don't have to tell people what Collector's Lounge is. I'd say people know now on 1/6 Scale Man's channel on Sunday. And that's pretty much it. So I think we're good to go.
I'm excited. I'm excited for these upcoming videos, live streams. So,
I had Chris Leddy on last week, and I was just I was a bit of a fanboy. Like,
I know, I saw you were like this because the other videos are professional, but you're like, so let's see what else is that. I understand what you're going through. I mean, if I was thing. So, I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know what you're feeling.
So your channel has quickly become one of my favorites. I appreciate that. And yes, the things collectors say videos tight, as the cool kids say. Man, you're hip.
It was tight.
It's certain things Irish people can't say. Like, we don't say dope. Like, if we can't pull it off. Like, and if we said dope, other Irish people be looking at you going, what? It's not something we say. Like, you know what I mean? Thanks for that. I appreciate that. Just subbed. Brilliant stuff. Shiny. I believe that was for you, KG. Some great episodes of Visions coming up. Thanks very much, Phil. Hopefully. 7 p.m. your time. Oh no, sorry, it was 7 p.m. Eastern time. New York time, I think it was. Would be 12 my time, midnight. Great job, sir. Good stuff. Hope you get Rob and Justin on Visions.
Yeah.
Well, Justin is open to come on. Yeah, anytime he wants. I'd love to get Justin on. I'd love to get Rob on. I'd love to get Jedi on, because I follow all those guys and have done for a long time. Gonna be some great episode of Visions. Yeah, Nick, I need to get you on as well if you want.
Yes. Next.
Riley, great show. Good to see the Wonder Twin in the building. Absolutely. Thanks for commenting, Riley, and thanks for the super chat as well. Did I see someone say that something slapped, meaning it was good?
Slap. Yeah, that's the mean, like,
that's the thing. Yeah.
Slapped. Like that means it's pretty good. So yes, sarcasms and younglings terms are not that
This is basically this is like the youth dictionary, brought to you by KG Collector, explaining to the older people what these words are like.
Y'all want to know some young terms? Just hit me up, and also hit Riley up.
Young spelled Y-U-N-G, I believe. Nick, no worries, man. We'll just send me a message on Instagram. We'll work out your time, what suits you and stuff like that, and we'll work it out. And Boba Fettuccini has subscribed as well. Folks, thank you very much for engaging in the chat. If you haven't done so already and you want to subscribe to either of us, check out our content and give us a sub if it's floating your boat. Also, massive thank you to anyone who has super chatted. You don't have to do that. You're not obliged to. I don't expect it, but I've made my feelings quite clear. All of the revenue from my channel is going to be donated to the Temple Street Hospital in Dublin. It's a National Children's Hospital. So all the revenue generated from the channel via ad revenue, super chats, super likes, super thanks from August 1st of this year to New Year's Eve of this year will be donated in January to the Temple Street Children's Hospital in Dublin. And but anyway, thanks very much. Really appreciate it. And I think we're out. Is there anything else you want to add, or you good?
No, just thank you for having me on, and what you're doing is great. So keep
cool,
going.
Man. Appreciate that.
All right, man.
Excellent. See you, folks. Catch you in the next one. Good luck.